Happy Sunday. This is Bobby and JJ Radio. We have Mr. Alberto Rodriguez Baez and David Leister. Alberto, I met a couple weeks ago. He's with the San Antonio MBDA Export Center. Another quick thing about Alberto, he's also in the radio biz. He has a podcast called exportlikeaboss.com. Is that right?
That's right. Exportlikeaboss.com.
So thank you for sharing your voice on my podcast, radio show, YouTube. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with us on a Sunday. Let's jump right into San Antonio MBDA. Alberto, what is the San Antonio MBDA Export Center all about?
The San Antonio MBDA Export Center is a group, is a part of the university, part of the Institute for Economic Development.
This university is the University of Texas San Antonio?
Yes.
Beep, beep. Got it.
Okay. Do it again?
No, you're good.
3, 2, 1?
No, you're good.
Okay.
No, yeah.
Okay. Our center, the San Antonio MBDA Export Center, is a center which mission is to help minority-owned companies to succeed as exporters. Now, something that a lot of people don't know is that minority-owned companies are, for example, twice as likely to export as non-minority firms, and that they are involved in a wholesale trade export more than non-minority-owned firms. So minority-owned companies need a lot of help to succeed as exporters, and that's our mission. We do that through different services. From our center here in San Antonio, we assist companies from San Antonio, from Texas, but also from the rest of the country. Our center, the Export Center here in the San Antonio MBDA, is one of only 4 export centers in the entire country.
Wow.
We are funded through the MBDA, the National MBDA Minority Business Development Agency in Washington, which is an agency of the U.S. Department of Commerce. And we are operated by UTSA's Institute for Economic Development.
Sure.
So we are located in the downtown campus of UTSA.
Awesome.
Can you tell us about your staff or your team? How big is it, and what do they do?
Yes, well, I'm very excited to have here with us today my colleague, teammate, and friend, David Leister. He is a senior international business development specialist, and together we lead the Export Center here in the San Antonio MBDA.
So, David, talk about, I don't think you guys have a lot of competition, maybe some...
Well, as I told you earlier, co-opetition.
Co-opetition, maybe, yeah.
Sure, we have competition in the private sector. There are plenty of consulting firms that will help any company do any sort of economic development, international or otherwise. The co-opetition I'm talking about is more on the government side. So, for example, the U.S. Commercial Service within the International Trade Administration, also part of the U.S. Department of Commerce like us, we're like cousins. We work together. We're part of an initiative called the Trade Promotion Coordinating Committee. And in fact, Alberto and I will be there in mid-May. That's training with other commercial officers in different agencies of government to share resources, to ultimately to help U.S. companies to serve them better. So co-opetition in the sense that, right, we are serving similar types of companies, in our case, more minority business enterprises, but we help each other more than anything. End of the day, we want to help our clients succeed, as Alberto said, whether that's leveraging in the resources and the expertise of a foreign commercial officer with X years of experience in Colombia, or perhaps our good friend, Daniel Rodriguez, who heads up the U.S. Export Assistance Center locally, or the SBDC International Trade Center. So we try to build a really comprehensive, all-encompassing team.
Gotcha. So, Alberto, walk us through a process of a business owner starting to work or with your assistance.
Yes. When a company is referred to us, and these companies can be referred to us by other clients or other centers around the country, or sometimes we find them through either research or by going to an event, like for example, the OTC. What we do first is to conduct an assessment. If they are new to export, we do an export readiness assessment. But most of our clients are actually very advanced exporters that need additional help. So we conduct an export effectiveness diagnostics, which it is one of our flagship tools. It's a tool that we developed in-house, and we are very proud of this tool because we run our clients, especially the ones that are very experienced, through this tool to see what areas they need to shore up in their export operations. Once we conduct that first assessment phase, we work with them one-on-one, David and I, through our different areas of specialty and experience, to bring them up to speed in those areas where they were, let's say, not as developed,
Sure.
or they needed help. And finally, we bring them up to speed on different areas such as access to contracts, international contracting opportunities or procurement opportunities. We bring them up to speed with access to capital.
Mm-hmm.
That is a very important part of our job because there are so many resources from the government, from federal agencies, from other organizations that are available that most exporters don't know about.
Sure.
So, as a matter of fact, David and I are going to go to a training session in Washington in May to learn about all these resources that are available and most people don't know about because there are so many
Right.
that we also every day find out about a new resource, a new grant, a new financial incentive that is available and most exporters don't know about.
They're not taking advantage of it. David, are there any other services that Alberto didn't cover there that you feel that you all do for these business owners?
Well, just looking at the big picture, we are all about helping our clients succeed
Sure.
in the international arena. And so that involves accessing contracts, procurement opportunities. A lot of times it gets down to finding the right distribution partner, market representative. We kind of look at the entire gamut of services they could require. And we're a boutique type service. We kind of handhold them through the process. So we're not to get ahead of ourselves. We have trips coming up.
Yeah.
Let's talk about
Alberto will
those
be
real quick.
mentioning.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh.
You want to go ahead and jump into that, Alberto?
I was just going to mention that one of the services that we provide to our clients is not just preparing for going abroad and start doing business. We go with them. We go with them. We help them with the execution of different parts of their export plan. For example, we were just in Mexico City about 2 weeks ago, and we took a client from Virginia, actually, that wanted to enter. He wanted to enter in the Mexican market, so we took him down there. We introduced him to several organizations that he needed to have access to, as well as potential partners. So our assistance does not end when we provide the assistance here in country to the partner.
Sure.
Or to the client. We go with them. Some of them, they actually want to do that. Some of them don't need that kind of assistance.
I would love to travel with you, Alberto.
Yeah.
So it makes
We're
total
fun.
sense.
We're a lot of fun.
Makes total
We're a
sense.
lively bunch.
So
Makes total sense.
this client mentioned that he would not have gone by himself to Mexico City.
Right.
But because we went together, we were able to introduce him to not only
protect him?
Yes.
More like an
Like
entourage.
Alberto, what'd you tell him? We're the special forces of exporting, right?
That's right. That's right. And we had a very good and productive trip with him because he had never been in Mexico. Didn't speak Spanish, so we were able to drive him around, take him to different meetings, introduce him to very critical partners, and that's part of our service.
And we found him a distributor, by the way. So
Awesome.
anyway.
That's great. Quick takeaway. So let's talk about MedWeek and some of these upcoming trips.
Sure. Okay. Well, the Minority Enterprise Development Week, it's a national celebration of minority business enterprises, the outstanding achievements, not just of the companies themselves, but other organizations and individuals who champion the causes of minority business enterprises in our nation's economy. We have here in San Antonio from October the 9th through the 13th, that's when the week is celebrated. And on the 12th, we have an awards luncheon. So we'll have different categories of our clients from the National Exporter of the Year, the Construction Firm of the Year, hospitality industry. There's different categories,
Sure.
but it's a celebration. It's about honoring minority business enterprises, those who champion them, and just to bring awareness as well about the great achievements.
Awesome.
It's like the Oscars.
It's like the Oscars.
And
It feels like it.
And if any of your wonderful listeners would like more information about this,
Yeah, please.
definitely can contact us.
What's the best way to contact you?
Alberto, should we? How about just at 210-458-2480?
2480. Okay.
The MBDA San Antonio Export Center
Just
office.
directly. Okay, great.
Sure.
And Alberto, before we sign off, what are some of these upcoming trips that y'all have coming up?
Yes, we are getting ready for a couple of trips in May. One of them is to the Offshore Technology Conference, the OTC in Houston. We're going to be there the first week of May, and then we're going to be in Washington for that training conference. But we have some very exciting business development trips coming up. In June, we're going to be in Colombia. We're going to take
Sorry about that.
We're also going to be taking clients. We are planning on going to South America, other countries in South America as well. Could be Brazil, could be Peru. We're still working on
I thought it was just
details.
I thought you were just going to Russian roulette it. Okay.
Throw the dart to the map.
Yeah.
And then we're going to end the fiscal year in August, going to Monterrey, Mexico, also for a business development trip. Take clients and connect them with.
We need to start
potential
exporting,
partners.
Bobby. We just need to start exporting. What are we doing?
Not exporting?
I know.
We're here to help you.
We're here to help.
So for more information, you can go to www.sanantoniomBDAcenter.com, or you can actually contact them via telephone at 210-458-2489. Again, that's 458-2489. Their center, which is beautiful in the downtown UTSA campus I visited, is 501 West Cesar Chavez Boulevard, 7207. We'll take a quick break. You can check us out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and be a fan of our show at bobbyandjjradio.com.